Hello, and thank you for joining the Regional Advisory Committee for the CRCP project. Today, I'm going to walk you through how to use the scoring tool to evaluate the request for proposals for funding in our process. The first thing I'd like to highlight here is that each of the proposals will be reviewed using an online scoring tool. For each of the proposals, you'll fill out one of these forms. You start by adding your contact information, and then you also identify which proposal you'll be reviewing. This helps us make sure that you are only reviewing each proposal one time. So we're going to take a look at Athens Village here today. You click Next, and then you'll see here, number one, our scoring rubric. The scoring rubric, if you remember, was developed collaboratively when we got together in October, and it's meant to highlight how do we understand what a good proposal is? What does it look like? Then we'll compare that to a Likert scale. A Likert scale where 1 does not meet the criteria that we have identified, and 5 means it closely meets. So you'll see here each of the areas of the rubric, the RAC focus, community awareness, build on existing work. So you can see here, does this align with the RAC focus areas? RAC focus, and then you will score that proposal. Then there's also a comment box that you can have. In order to help us guide you through this process, we also created an Excel sheet that serves as a checklist. You can see here, these are links that link you to every document, every proposal that we collected, as well as a checkbox list if you may find this sort of helpful to you. So like I said, we're going to be looking at Athens Village. So I click that, and you'll see the proposal uploaded here, and it'll have key information such as the name, the organization, the contact information, are there a 501c3, etc. It also has some extra data for you in terms of the population served in the proposal, as well as the non-medical determinants of health or social determinants that are addressed. Sometimes there'll be proposals with lots of yeses, sometimes with very few. That's not necessarily relevant for the purposes of evaluating the proposal. It's just helpful information. Then we'll have a project summary, as well as a project budget request, which will outline how much money they are requesting for the proposal. So let's say that we're reviewing this and we really like this particular proposal, going through, and this is just an example, list all fives, and then I want to add some comments. You do that, and then after you're done, click the done button, and then there you go. Now, every time you need to review a proposal, you go back to this link and you highlight it. And then what I suggest that you consider doing is when you finished your review of that particular proposal, you can click off the box. Obviously, this may take some time. So we say, take your time with reviewing these proposals, give them some thought. And then if you have any questions, you can always reach out to myself or to Rose Freck if you have any challenges, any questions, or need additional information. Thanks again for participating in the process, and we look forward to hearing your feedback.